This homeowner saved a stranger's life, but it could have been the wrong choice. I'll let you decide. Hey, today we're going to look at a real life incident caught on camera where a armed homeowner saved a stranger. He probably saved his life, and it turned out to be the right decision, but I want to present it as a thought experiment to see if you do the same thing. If you don't know me yet, my name is Caleb Lee. I'm the #1 best-selling author of Concealed Carry 101, and I'm also the founder of Patriot Training Center, where we teach live gun training courses in pistols, rifles, and shotguns to civilians just like you who want to learn how to defend themselves and their family and their loved ones. Let's get into today's clip. I'm going to go ahead and pop this up without much commentary and let you watch it, and then we'll talk about it here in a second.
Hey, hey, get the fuck out of here! Hey, I gotta go, brother. Hey, get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out! Go!
All right, so I'm going to turn that volume down just a little bit. We'll walk through it to make sure we're both seeing the same thing. So we have someone that's screaming. Obviously, we see here this is a Ring doorbell kind of camera, so this is happening outside this guy's house. And we hear this guy screaming, begging for help. He's getting beat up with what appears to be some type of, bludgeoning objects. I think they're baseball bats. Sounds like it's kind of aluminum or whatever.
Hey, hey, get the fuck out of here! Hey, I gotta.
And we see the gun owner or the homeowner come out with his gun. He's got a pistol, and he starts issuing verbal commands telling him to get out of there, and using some vernacular from the street, telling him to get the heck out of there. Uh, and then we see the victim kind of stand up here, and it looks like the bad guys ran away. It looks like one ran to the right, and I think one ran to the left, like immediately as he saw the guy coming out of the house. Yeah, the guy hitting the guy's head. He runs off into the street, and the other guy runs off to the right of the homeowner. It seems like this guy's getting up, trying to compose himself here. So I bring this up because, hey, this had a very good outcome, right? It looks like this guy saved somebody's potential life. The guy was getting beat up pretty bad. He was begging for help. So the thing is, the homeowner wasn't in danger here, right? And these people weren't invading his house. And this guy decided to go outside and help a stranger in what appeared to be a bad situation. So the thing is, and I just want to use this as a thought experiment. Bravo to this guy. It worked out. It appeared this guy was the victim, that was screaming out for help, and that he possibly saved his life and all that. So that's great. And I would never say, hey, don't do that. But it made me think when I was watching this. I was like, man, this could go horribly wrong in a couple different ways, right? Like two ways that I just thought of as soon as I saw this. Is I was like, man, he's really lucky that situation where all three of those guys could have been gang members. They could have all three been bad guys, in other words, right? And they were two guys going to town on this other gangbanger, and then as soon as he helps him out, that guy could just stand up and then start attacking the homeowner, right? You never really know. Or maybe that was the bad guy on the ground, and he had attacked, two innocent people, and they had picked up, sticks or bats or something, and they were going to town on this guy and beating up the bad guy, right? So now he's coming out, and thank God he didn't have to shoot anybody, right? But maybe he could have potentially shot good guys. And then, scenario three is this is like all just kind of a big ruse, right? And as soon as he comes out the door here, you see him come out and you kind of swing the door over here, and you can't see what's behind the door. There could have been people actually trying to invade his home, right? So, and of course, that's kind of like elaborate or whatever, but those types of things have happened. People have come to doors and posing as other people are needing help, or my car broke down, or whatever it is, right? Like those types of situations are common with criminals, right? So just got me thinking, man. There's so many when it comes to this is something we always talk about is be very, very careful when you're not immediately defending your own life, the lives of the people that are immediately around you, right? That you're responsible for and everything like this. I mean, in this situation, if it was me and I was making that decision to go out there to do something, I mean, at the very least, I would have already called the police. Maybe that would have been my spouse's job. Get on the phone with the police right now, tell them to get here as soon as possible before I open this door. I have kids in the house. Make sure those kids are, the kids and the spouse are locked away in a certain space, so that if any of those scenarios do happen, right, and this becomes like a home invasion, I'm not putting everybody else in the house at risk. And who knows, this guy could have been living alone, completely different situation, completely different circumstances that he had to run through and make those different decisions. But these are all things that you should think about. I think, if you're going to have take on that responsibility of having a gun for home defense or for concealed carry and all those types of things, it is immediate defense of your own life. Tom Givens likes to say there's nothing like ambiguous about somebody trying to kill you, right? So a lot of times those situations are a lot less thinking involved. But when it comes to other people, when it comes to strangers, when it comes to intervening, when it becomes, a situation where you're trying to save somebody, things can go wrong, right? And then there's the whole legal system after that, depending on what jurisdiction you're in. We've seen places like New York where people have stepped up and they've tried to help out, and they put the hurt on criminals, and then they end up being the ones that get prosecuted by the law. So all different things you can think about. Let me know what you think about this guy's performance here in the comments below, and what maybe you would have done in the same type of situation, or if you've made those same types of decision points about like, okay, this is the line that, like, even if I it's not involving me, but if I see this happening, I've made this judgment call. I know what I'm going to act. So I think those are important things to do. And I just present this as a thought experiment. Again, bravo to this guy. It's like did a good job and he saved this guy's life. So hopefully everything worked out from here. I had no other further information about this incident other than seeing it posted on social media. And it made me think. And it's something that I think we should all think about if we have a gun for home defense or concealed carry or whatever it is. So, yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think. If you want some training, come to patriottrainingcenter.com, or you can click that link in the description below and you can schedule a call to talk with me or someone on my team and find out if our training is right for you. And I will see you in the next video.